We wanted students to have what we call a deep learning experience, where at each level of their study, they'd have opportunities to work with industry, to expand their knowledge and experience. But we also wanted that undergraduate and postgraduate experience to be underpinned by extensive use of data-driven simulations, hence our partnership with Edumundo, and immersive experiences.
We've had the teams actually develop in such a way that they've supported and coached one another to be able to do the presentation at the end, which I think is a great thing.
Modules that had Edumundo had 90% plus on our internal measurement, as opposed to around sort of 72% with no simulation presently. The students on the whole have been really, really happy, I think, with the simulation. And I think the attendance is possibly the best proof of that.
Competition element comes to strengthen effectively the experience rather than, in my perspective, demoralize them.
The nice thing about simulations for assurance of learning is you have a record of what happened in the simulation, because the simulation provider is going to tell you not only who finished first and who finished last, but what decisions they made.
Experiential learning, that's a very important element of what we do in our program, because in our industry, it's one thing to know something, it's a completely different thing to know how to apply that knowledge.
The reflective practicum is about a learning community. So they're learning without realizing it to manage groups, lead groups, working groups, which is really important in hospitality, tourism and events.
You'll notice now there's this new part to the business plan. So as part of setting the strategic direction of the company, there's this possibility now for student teams to choose which SDGs they would like their company to be focusing on.
Having used simulation games, that we have on average lifted marks about 1 mark a year for the last 4 years.